Welcome back. We move now to tension in East Asia. Chinese military drills continue to encroach on Taiwan and its territory following high-profile visits by American lawmakers. Now Taiwan is accusing China of lying about how close its forces are really getting. Yesterday, China's military posted aerial video of the Penghu Islands located between the two countries and home to a major Taiwanese air base. But Taiwan says there's no evidence that Chinese aircraft actually got that close, though it's unclear where else the video may have come from. China's escalating military activity is a reaction to recent visits to the disputed island from Speaker Nancy Pelosi and a second congressional delegation earlier this week. Dean Cheng, a senior research fellow for Asian studies at the Heritage Foundation, joins us to talk about this now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What kind of signal does it send to Beijing, seeing more frequently visiting American officials in Taiwan?
From the Chinese perspective, it's a real nightmare. The Biden administration having said at least 3 times we would protect Taiwan and then walking that back, Nancy Pelosi's visit, all of this is leaving Beijing wondering, is the United States on the verge of altering its Taiwan policy? And if so, might it mean something as significant as perhaps openly supporting Taiwanese independence, the ultimate nightmare, or simply trying to push Taiwan forward in international diplomatic space?
Now, we had Leland Vittert on our network recently say that in the 90s, we parked battleships outside of Taiwan, and we weren't afraid to send planes over there just to sort of sit and let China know that we were there. What has changed over the last 20 years that make that something we're not going to do right now?
Well, 25 years ago, when the U.S. sailed 2 carrier battle groups into the area around Taiwan, the U.S. military had pretty much absolute superiority over China. They had no aircraft carriers. There were reports that they had difficulty even finding our carriers. Today, the Chinese have a full-up space capability. They can track our carriers. You'll notice we didn't respond the same way after these exercises. They're building hundreds of nuclear silos in Western China, looking at what's termed a nuclear breakout scenario. They have substantial space capabilities, which they have openly tested. The balance of military power and, of course, economic power, China is now the #2 GDP in the world, has fundamentally shifted under our feet.
It feels like Taiwan, which is the country or area, depending on your view of their sovereignty, they're just a passenger in this situation. It's the United States and China sort of getting chesty and jingoistic here. Does Taiwan have any agency in this situation at all?
Oh, absolutely. It is absolutely vital to remember that, in fact, it is a 3-way situation. Taiwan, if it were to openly declare independence, would upset both Beijing and Washington. That's part of why we have what's called strategic ambiguity. Part of our effort is to keep Taiwan from declaring independence. If Taiwan tomorrow said, we will join China and we will just become part of China again, Beijing, of course, would be ecstatic. That would be a huge shift in global microchip production because Taiwan is the largest manufacturer of advanced microchips in the world. So Taiwan absolutely has agency. Taiwan absolutely is its own player. And we need to never forget that this is actually a 3-way situation.
What does it take to get tensions down in this part of the world?
If you ask Beijing, the United States should basically say to Taiwan, you're part of China. If you're the United States, you say to China, look, you're flying missiles over Taiwan. You are sending ships and aircraft awfully close to American ships and aircraft, dangerously so in some cases. You need to tone things down. I think really both sides ideally would sort of take a step back, but especially with China's political situation right now, domestic concerns, et cetera, they seem to feel that they have no wiggle room, and worse, they blame the United States for almost the entire set of tensions at all.
That is Dean Cheng. It is interesting as it is disturbing to watch China just basically practice to invade Taiwan. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.